Hello, folks. Welcome to my Research Paradigm. Today, I would like to talk about the potential disadvantages of bringing your Filipino back to the West. If I have to put a number on the failure rate of the relationship, I would say you will have a 30% chance it will succeed and you will spend the rest of your life with your Filipino, while there is a 70% chance it will fail over time. I came up with these percentages based on the research I have done on the subject. If you want to know more than what I offer in this vlog, do your own due diligence. When an older expat brings his younger Filipino wife back to live in the West, the dynamics of power and influence in the relationship often change dramatically. This shift may have a significant impact on the couple's personal relationship as well as the larger sociocultural environment in which they live. We will investigate the factors that have contributed to this shift, including social dynamics, economic independence, cultural dissonance, and the impact of divorce rates in the West. We'll also consider the possibility of the expat losing his younger Filipino wife to another man, as has happened in a number of anecdotes and real life situations. The power dynamic in a relationship between older Western men and younger Filipinas in the Philippines frequently favors the man. Several factors influence this dynamic, including the favorable exchange rate of Western currencies in the Philippines, which frequently provides Western men with a significant economic advantage. This allows them to provide their younger Filipino wives with a standard of living that they would not otherwise be able to afford. This economic gap frequently results in dependency, which maintains the Western man's dominant role in the relationship. Traditional gender roles, patriarchal family structures, and respect for elders are deeply embedded in Philippine culture. These cultural factors frequently encourage younger Filipino wives to adopt a more accommodating and submissive role in their marriages. A Filipina's social standing in her community is frequently enhanced by a relationship with a Westerner. Because the expat is viewed as a means of gaining access to better opportunities and a higher social status, this dynamic may add another layer of dependence. When a couple lives in the Philippines, these factors often mean that the older expat holds the majority of the power in the relationship. However, when the couple moves to the West, the power dynamic shifts dramatically. The elements that previously guaranteed the expat's dominance begin to erode when the younger Filipino wife and her older expat husband relocate to the West. The main reasons for this power shift are as follows. Women in Western societies frequently have more financial and legal protections than those in the Philippines. Access to social services, employment, and education can help a Filipino wife become less financially reliant on her husband. Furthermore, divorce laws frequently favor the less wealthy spouse, and prenuptial agreements may not always be enforceable in Western courts. In the event of a divorce, the Filipino wife may be awarded alimony, child support, or a portion of the marital assets, shifting the balance of power even further. Western societies typically place a high value on gender equality and individualism. A Filipino wife may begin to question the traditional gender roles she followed in the Philippines as she becomes more accustomed to these ideals. This empowerment may manifest as a stronger desire to express her own needs and desires, potentially leading to conflict in a previously one sided relationship. Following their relocation to the West, many Filipinas connect with local Filipino groups, expat communities, or larger social networks. These relationships can help the wife adjust to her new environment by providing both practical and emotional support. They can also help her see marriage and relationships from new perspectives, reducing her reliance on her husband. Living in the West frequently broadens a Filipina's social horizons, allowing her to meet men who are more compatible with her changing expectations, are closer to her age, or have similar cultural backgrounds. She may become dissatisfied with her current relationship as a result of having more options, particularly if they differ significantly in age, interests, or values. An older Western man may be regarded as a status symbol in the Philippines, but this view is frequently discounted in the West. His position in the relationship may be weakened if the expat is competing with peers who share his wife's culture and values rather than being viewed as a provider or a status symbol. Divorce rates in the Philippines, where cultural and religious norms frequently stigmatize divorce, are significantly lower than in Western countries. Divorce is a viable option for women who are dissatisfied or unfulfilled in their marriages because it is legally straightforward and widely accepted in the West. According to statistics, women initiate the majority of divorces in the West, often citing emotional discontent, incompatibility, or a desire for personal development. Filipinas who relocate to the West may find these factors particularly important as they become more familiar with Western standards and values. The older foreign husband in a divorce frequently faces significant financial risk. Western courts typically prioritize equitable asset distribution and the financial security of the lower earning spouse. This suggests that the Filipino wife may be entitled to either regular financial support from her husband or alimony. If the couple has children, the husband may be required to pay child support even if he is not given enough time to spend with them. The husband is obligated to give a portion of the marital assets to his ex Filipino spouse, which may include savings, real estate, and other investments. As a result of these outcomes, the expat's financial situation may become precarious, especially if he is retired or receives a fixed income. Losing their Filipino wives to another man is one of the most common concerns expressed by older expats who bring them to the West. A variety of factors contribute to this risk. In the West, where relationship expectations and societal norms differ from those in the Philippines, the age gap between the expat and his Filipino wife frequently widens. Younger Filipinas may be attracted to younger men with similar interests and cultural references. Filipinas may have different expectations of a partner as they adapt to Western culture. They may place a higher value on qualities like mutual respect, emotional intimacy, and shared responsibilities than they do on social standing or financial stability that an older husband offers. When Filipinas live in the West, they often have greater social exposure and opportunities to interact with a broader range of people. The formation of new relationships as a result of their increased exposure may jeopardize the stability of their marriage. Some Filipinas may see their move to the West as an opportunity to improve their lives on all levels, socially, romantically, and economically. If their current marriage no longer meets their needs, they may seek out new opportunities, such as relationships with other men. Even though moving to the West entails many risks, expats can take steps to mitigate these difficulties. For example, establishing a strong emotional bond and encouraging respect for one another can strengthen the marriage against external influences. Shared goals and open communication are critical. The Filipino wife will feel more at ease and secure in her new surroundings if her cultural integration is encouraged while she maintains ties to her Filipino heritage. Although not perfect, prenuptial agreements can provide additional financial security. It's also critical to understand Western divorce laws and be prepared for any outcome. Both partners should be willing to adapt to the expectations and cultural norms of the other. Their disparate backgrounds can be mitigated through this collaborative effort. Joining social groups or communities that accept both partners can provide a sense of belonging as well as reduce the likelihood of loneliness or resentment. Cultural adaptations, financial vulnerabilities, and the overall backdrop of high divorce rates all contribute to the profound power shifts that occur when an older expat brings his younger Filipino wife to the West. The wife may have to deal with the emotional strains caused by isolation and economic dependency, as well as adjust to her newfound freedom and autonomy as the cultural and social contexts shift. It is critical for both partners to have an open discussion about their expectations, desires, and feelings because the possibility of infidelity complicates the relationship. Navigating these complexities requires a deeper understanding of one another's background, a commitment to supporting one another in adapting, and an understanding of the shifting power dynamics that accompany such significant change. Couples can build resilience against potential stresses that could jeopardize their marriage stability, ensuring a more harmonious and satisfying relationship as they move forward in life together. As older expats bring their younger Filipino wives back to the West, the complex web of adaptation, change, and difficulty emphasizes the importance of awareness and preparation in creating an environment that fosters development, understanding, and long term love. All right, folks, that is all for today's show. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good day.